on hope. Title of this message, Obama. Is Obama still your hope? A man ran a presidential campaign based on hope. Now, all you out there now, is it time for you to fess up? Is it time for you to get it right? Now look, all you out there that want to call me names, call me Uncle Tom, or even want to shut this shut the program, shut this YouTube off, shut this broadcast off, go on and get your pom-poms and go ahead and cheer for Obama in your poverty. This man and his administration and his backers have taken you for a ride. If you voted for Obama, if you was cheering and you was there at the inauguration and you thought change gonna come, and you was singing the Sam Cooke song, you were hoodwinked. Now it's over 3 years into his term now, and are you still waiting for change? What change has he done? What change? Look, he got a cabinet full of bankers. Is anything changed? This man, if you've done anything with your research about Obama, besides just getting mad, if you did any research behind Obama and his administration, his policies, his record is more conservative than the conservative of conservative. Now, you ask any conservative, who was a good president? They'll tell you Ronald Reagan. Check the stats. His policies are more conservative than Ronald Reagan, starting with the bailouts. The bailouts of who? Didn't bail you out. It didn't bail the people that had mortgages that got into bad mortgages and losing their house. Didn't bail them out. It didn't bail the person that got laid off out. And I'll get to that. Yeah, he did some reform with the unemployment. But this man ran on jobs and the economy and change. So what has changed before? Now look, I know the first argument, and I've heard it time and time again, that the Republicans got into this. But look, if the job was too hard for you to take, you shouldn't have took it. Look, I'm tired of this Uncle Tom backbiting, jellyback, so-called black man getting in and as our leaders and just being a compromiser, just a pushover. Oh, I'm compromising with this person. I'm tired of that. And won't you get tired of that? The Jackie Robinson types or the Martin Luther King, let them slap you upside the face and all that. Let your dogs bite your wife and your kids and all that. And you sitting all that there saying, we shall overcome. You've been hoodwinked. It's time to stop being defrauded by these individuals they throw up there just because he has a black face. They knew he was going to run after it. They knew the young people was going to run after it. They knew the gays were going to run after it because they said, now this must be change. So they got enough of you out there and they tricked enough of you out there that they got this man elected. Who got him elected? Whether it was Republican, look, they call him a Trojan horse now. Who? The proponents of him are calling him the Trojan horse now. Well, you know what a Trojan horse? The Trojan horse was working for the enemy. He's a turncoat. He's a Republican plan. Now, I don't know if he is or not, because I don't like Republicans or Democrats. Republicans or Democrats. I don't like neither one of them. Who is my hope in? My hope is in Jesus Christ. And some of you so-called religious people out there, you sing the song, and I got a song right here. And you put your hope in a man. Let's go by the song, and I'm going to go into a hymn. The Solid Rock. And a lot of you sing this, but you don't believe it. Let's read. My hope is built on nothing less than Jesus' blood and righteousness. Now, nothing means that excludes anything else. So if you put your hope in Obama, you told a lie. Look, Jesus is God, said, I'm a jealous God. You worship nobody else but me, but you worship Obama. Because you said you're putting your hope in Jesus and Barrak Obama. Even though your hope is supposed to be in Jesus. That's who my hope was in. You say, who do I vote for? I vote for Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ is my Redeemer. Jesus Christ will fix it. Jesus Christ will get us ahead. Jesus Christ will find me a job. Jesus Christ will take care of my family. Jesus Christ will get me. He's my bailout plan. Not no man. Not no black man. Not no white man. The only Savior that we have is Jesus Christ. Here and from eternity. So you put your hope in a man just because he was black. That's a trick of the devil. And the people that worked for him, that got Obama in there, were adversaries of, or not adversaries, they were imps of the devil. Yes, they are children of the devil that got you to bite in to that lie that just because this man had black skin, he was going to help you. Now look, I'm not just spouting off out the mouth. I got facts. Now let me finish reading this song. My hope is built on nothing less than Jesus' blood and righteousness. I dare not trust the sweetest frame, but wholly lean on Jesus. Wholly, always lean on Jesus' name. Oh Christ, the solid rock I stand. All other ground is sinking sand. You put your hope in anything else, the devil got you. Anyone else. Cursed is the man who trusted in man, make lies his refuge. Any other thing, you put your trust in your money. You put trust in your family, your friends, your car. You are saying, Jesus Christ, you're not enough. You're not good enough. And what you did is you made a fool out of yourself. And you let Satan make a fool. Look, all you people out there lying and all with your racist self and all your arrogant self out there, Satan made a fool out of it. Now, you can't out-lie. You can't out-trick. You can't out-steal. You can't out-kill Satan. So the minute Satan gets you to trust in something besides God, he got you. And all you Jeremiah Wright followers and all you Farrakhan followers that follow after this black theology and all this, the white man and all that, Satan got you. This is what I'm trying to get you away from. Now, I'm not a Obama hater. I love the man. But his policies, he made a deal with the devil. And he's making a deal with the devil. And his facts show it up. You're president, Obama, you're president. You got the buttons and the stickers over there. Has he been to your neighborhood? You know, Obama had a $1,000 plate dinner up in Harlem, New York. Did he sign any autographs? Did he go out and meet the people or anything? No. Didn't even do a press conference. He got into the back door, got his money from his rich imps, and left. Why? He's not for you. And look, he never said he was going to. All he said he was going to do was change. He didn't say what he was going to do to change. But the change is that even though I'm a Democrat, I'm going to start allying with the Republicans. I'm going to start allying with the money. I'm going to be a supply side president. Just like Ronald Reagan. I love Ronald Reagan. He never told you that he liked Ronald Reagan. He quotes Ronald Reagan sometimes. Why? Supply side. Trickle down. Look, some of you old enough heard it. Trickle down economic theory. You give enough money to the rich and they're all out of their kind hearts, they're going to hire you and they're going to let the money trickle down to you. That's why he has no policies that affect you. Where are the jobs at? You say Bush got us into trouble. Look, Bush ran up the debt. Bush did a lot of bad things. Bush had a lot of bad policies that he went through. 8 years of destruction. And look, Reagan did too. And Bush daddy did the same thing. Clinton did a lot of the bad things too. With his NAFTA. But again, if you don't want the job and if you're in over your head, you shouldn't have took the job and you shouldn't run for re-election. Why? You want to finish up what you didn't do yet? Now you're going to run the same campaign on the same change? Change what? What have you changed? That's my question for what have you changed? Besides a so-called liberal Democrat running or governing as a conservative. Compromising and all these things, and they let him back him into the corner with this. Oh, we're going to shut down the government. Oh, I'll give you whatever you want. I'll give you this. I'll give you that. And look, and for you racists out there, You Obama haters. You want, no matter what Obama does, you think it's wrong. He shoots, he gets Osama bin Laden, that's wrong. Whatever he does is wrong. He stepped left, he should have stepped right. Look, I'm not aligned with you ever. I'll never, listen to me, I'll never align with a devil. And all you out there that are Obama haters, you're a devil. Just because the man, just because he's so-called black, you hate him. I'm not aligning with you. All I'm doing is stating fact. Again, my allegiance is with Jesus Christ, not with a Democrat or a Republican, nor a Tea Party, nor a carpetbagger, not a teabagger, or whatever you want to call it. Not a birth or any of them. I'm not aligned with any of them. All of you devilish. And this nation, look, this is a wicked nation that we in anyway. And you say, why don't I move? Because I live here. That's why I'm not going to move. And I can stand. You say, I'm a preacher, I shouldn't be talking about this. No, I can talk about this. Why? Because God told me to cry loud and spare not. And I can talk about a wicked government. That when a wicked government is against Christ, I can talk about it. You're on my territory. Anybody who aligns itself against Jesus Christ, I'm going to talk about. Let's go into the scriptures now. Talking about hope. Going to Hebrews. Hebrews 12. This is where you should have been planted at, instead of getting into bed with Obama and all his imps. Now I'm going to go over some things, and look, for you racists out there, I'm going to go over some good things. Even though a lot of you are up cheerleading or like seals, just clapping your hands about whatever Obama do just because he's black, but you don't have anything to prove what he has done. Some of us actually do the research, and look, there are some things that he has done. He has initiated. You don't hear about him because all you hear about is what the media and Rupert Murdoch and all those other devils want you to hear. That's all you hear. But I'm going to go over at least 10 things that Obama is directly against you. Again, he ran on change, he ran on certain issues, and he went directly against you when he got into office. Now listen, Hebrews 12 and verse 1. Wherefore, seeing we also are encompassed about with a great cloud of witnesses. Now look, if any of you don't know, or some of you don't know, they go back in the Hebrews 11. You go back in Hebrews 11, the so-called Hall of Faith. That's what they call it. But no, that is about faith in God. Those men, those individual men and women had faith in God, put their faith in God. It's not about them, it's about God. Now, the Bible wasn't written in book, chapter, and verse. So this is a continuous letter. So when I start at verse 1 here, it's a continuation. So it talks about the faith of Abraham, of Jephthah, and all the judges. It talks about Sarah. It talks about all those witnesses that we had. Now it picks up right here. It says, wherefore, see this continuation of thought. Wherefore, seeing we also are encompassed about with so great a cloud of witnesses, let us lay aside every weight. The weight is the things that you're holding on to, that you think that you need. Your alcohol, your drugs, your sin, your trust in money, your trust in the arms of flesh, your fornication, your dog. There's the weight that you need to get rid of. Therefore, let us lay aside every weight and the sin which does so easily beset us. Let us run with patience the race that is set up before. See, a lot of you aren't patient. That's why you jumped at Obama. You jump right in. All you had to see is somebody black and you jump right in. Wait for patience. I'm patiently waiting for Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ is working in my life now, but that day when he comes is going to be a joyous day for me, and I'll wait for it patiently. It can come anytime. It can come before I finish this broadcast, and I'm waiting for that blessed hope. Run this race for patience that is set before us, looking unto Jesus. That's what my hope's in. The author and finisher of our faith. He's the beginning and he's the end. He died on the cross to save sinners. And well, we can get into the faith by trusting in that one and that man. He's the author, he's the father, and he's the finisher. That means he's going to finish it. He didn't just leave you out there. He's going to complete it. And he's coming back for his church without spot or wrinkle. Now, let's get more back into Obama. You put your hope in Obama. You're still in Obama. Let me give you some facts. First, I'm going to start off with some of the things that he did that were actually beneficial. that you might not hear about, that you Republicans and you haters out there. Look, Republican is just a name. This government is really not set up as a republic anyway, like Rome was. It's a bunch of individuals that want to keep their money. Democrat or Republican, that's all it is. They want to keep their power, and they want to keep their prestige, and they want to keep their money, and they want to keep sleeping with their women, keep sleeping with underage people. They want to keep that power influence and keep you oppressed. It's not really a republic, or it's not even a democracy. It's a bureaucracy. Now, what has Obama done? I'm going to give you a couple of things. I'm going to give you a little bit that he has done. He had education reform. Did you know that? In some of the student loans, in some of the getting a tuition paid. Did you know that he did that? Yes, he had education reform. He extended the unemployment. Look, Republicans were fighting against that, and one of the things that Obama, in passing his legislation, got in there is to extend the unemployment benefits. Okay, he threw you a bone there. He had to do something there. So that's something big. Some people were going to be cut off, and he stopped that. So Obama did do that. He saved, and you will hear no Obama hater talk. He saved the auto industry. Chrysler, Ford, he saved them with those bailouts. Again, now they're rich people. They're rich industry, but there are people that are employed by those industries. Now, if you want to get into Keynesian economics and you want to get into the Milton Friedman economics or Adam Smith economics, saving those few might have hurt the masses. But I'm not going to get into that. I'm not going to take either side on that. But there were some people that worked for those companies that he helped. So there's some jobs that he saved. Now, whether saving those auto industries was good or bad, that's another debate. But he saved those auto industries, so he saved the auto industry. The bankers were in it. And not only the bankers, AIG and all these other big companies that he was in, Goldman Sachs and all that. He's a big friend of them. They love him. That's why he has a cabinet full of bankers. Because that's his boys. That's who got him in office. That's who gave him the money to run with. Those individuals. That's the pharmaceutical company. That's who got him in there. Follow the money, and you'll find out where his allegiance is to, where his campaign backing comes from, where his money comes from. You follow that on any candidate, anybody in politics. That's who they owe their allegiance to. You're not going to get a staunch called hard man like a Khalid Muhammad or Louis Farrakhan. You're not going to get anybody like that in office. Why? Because they are against the mainstream. They're too real. In such look, they got a lot wrong themselves, but they're too upfront with things. America's not going to elect anybody like that. They're not going to back it. Why? Because they might cut away from the money supply. They might force individuals to give money back. So he did have his bailouts. He did help the auto industry and education reform. And there's some other things he did that you might not hear about. But that's just the field. Now, let's get into the things that he didn't do. Obama ran and said, earmarks, the days of earmarks are over. Well, in his first bill, even with the health care, earmarks were in there. Pork barrel spending. His first budget that came out, pork barrel spending, it was the most pork barrel spending laden bill of history. You talk about tax and spend? No, he's just a spender. He didn't even tax. He won't even raise the tax on riches. The ones who are making the money, the ones who are getting all the money. Bankers and oil companies are reporting record profits and they're not being taxed. You know what they're doing? They're either going overseas where they don't look, they do all that, make all that money here, but they take it and put it overseas so we can't tax. They know the loopholes. They have the lawyers to do it. They don't have to pay tax. And look, when you have a 15% capital gains tax, they can have all their money tied up in stock, and whenever they get stock out, or whenever they want money, all they have to do is pay a 15% tax on it, capital gains. That's if they don't reinvest it. So what are they doing? What is he doing? He's continuing to help the rich. Now, has any of that trickled down to you yet? Has any of that trickled down into the ghetto yet? Or into the slums? To the poor? No, it hasn't. Has it helped you any? You out there getting your education, getting your PhD and all that, has it helped you? If you're unemployed now? Has it helped you? No, it hasn't. pork barrel spending, earmarks. Also, his bailouts. Did he bail you out? What did he get you out of? Now, you didn't help the homeowners that got into bad loans that the bankers, your boys, got them into. Now, look, everybody didn't go to law school. Everybody didn't have that back. Everybody didn't have the money to fight tooth and nail and find the lawyer to get all that. They got into the deal. Some of them a lot of people got it on their head unknowingly. And because this country is so wicked and has this caveat emptor, which is let the buyer beware. So that means ignorance is not you supposed to know. So that means if you a sucker, it's not illegal. This is what caveat emptor really. If you a sucker, it's not illegal for somebody to take your money. It's your fault for being a sucker. That's the way this economy runs. And that's what they did. So all those bankers that went out and made those bad loans, why? The fatten their pockets up. And now they're taking back homes. They made those bad loans. Now they're foreclosing. Now, did Obama bail them out? No, but that's your president? That's the change? The change is he going to leave you out there? And they want to complain about you for taking a little bit, $200 a month on welfare. That welfare budget is less than 2% of the economy, the economic budget. Those bailouts and those subsidies, that's where the corporate welfare is at. That's what you should be hard, not the lady around with 5 kids getting $200 a month in food stamps. That's not that little money is not nothing. And look, we make enough money anyway and food to feed the whole world. And you complaining about some food stamps? It shouldn't be a child, no, it shouldn't be a child of anybody that goes hungry in this nation. We have enough food. They pay farmers not to produce something. You know that? Why? Because they want control. We have enough and we have self-sufficiency here that we can grow enough to feed the United States. But they would rather go overseas and buy it. They'd rather have NAFTA, where they go over in Mexico and they pay somebody 2 cents an hour. They'd rather go down there and do it. Why? It keeps the rich rich. It's their so-called competitive advantage. What else? Bush tax cuts. Now, he talked about change, but Bush tax, why do millionaires, I still haven't figured this out. Why do millionaires need tax cuts? The ones who flourished under the Clinton years, the ones who made all their money, the ones who are recording record profits, the Bill Gates and the Oprahs and all that, why do they need tax cuts? I don't get that at all. At a time of economic downturn, when you need to look, you're talking about debt reduction, paying down the debt. Well, those ones that ran up the debt, they should be helping paying for it. Don't put it on the backs of the middle income, because that's who pay all the taxes. Mom and pops. You giving tax cuts to rich people, to rich folks. That's the change that you wanted? Did he run on that giant change? And I'm going to continue what George Bush did. I'm going to continue what Ronald Reagan started. That kind of garbage. You want to run on that? Tax cuts for the rich. Republican compromise. Obama is either, look, back to the Trojan. Obama is either a Trojan horse, a Republican plan, or he's the worst negotiator that this country has ever had. You let the Republicans again and again back you in the wall. We're going to shut down the government. We're going to stop unemployment. We're going to stop. We're going to do all this. Why did this happen to the other presidents? Because they knew it. They knew it from the beginning. And all Obama got to say, well, I had no choice. This is what I had to do. And look, enough of you are foolish out there. You probably elect him again. Why? Because he's just going to say, oh, the Republicans made me do it. They made me give the Bush tax cut. They made me pay all that money to the millionaires. It wasn't my fault. See, I was trying to help you. I was trying to change, but it was them. And the Republicans know that. So look, the Republicans rather have somebody like Darren Obama because they can blame everything on him. See, it was his fault. It's his fault. But they're getting the money still. But they have somebody to blame. They have a face to put on the evil that's happening to this country. See, if they kept Bush in there, somebody like Bush, or they put somebody like Mitt Romney in there, everybody would say, well, look, the Republicans, they're doing it, and they're profiting off of it, and look at the policies they're doing, they're profiting. People start revolting. And look, if it keep getting bad, things are going to happen. People ain't going to starve. People unemployment, when the unemployment and poverty goes up, you know what else goes up? Murder rate goes up, crime rate goes up, all these kind of things go up. People ain't going to just starve. And it's always happened in any kind of country. When you oppress the people enough, eventually they're going to revolt. And you think that, look, you think they got enough army and all that around here to do that now? To stop that? No. People are going to revert. People are going to start looking. They might burn the Pentagon down or something. You better watch it. You better watch it now. Keep following after these robber barons and see what happens. And for the rest of you, if you're still Obama supporter, if you're still, I wouldn't just say Obama, because it's more than just that man Obama. It's an administration. It's a group of people behind him. It's a movement. I'm not getting into Illuminati. I don't care who it is. The initiator behind it is Satan, because he got you to believe in a lie. And Obama is the head, he's the face of it, and he went with that lie. Now all the people that are behind him, they devils too. But now, if you still believe in this man, he did the ultimate now. He's doing the ultimate now. You know what went into this last compromise that he went with? Raising the debt ceiling. You know what went into that? Promise of dollar for dollar cuts. For every dollar they raise the debt ceiling, $1 worth of cuts. You know where those cuts mainly going to come? Well, Obama, look, before the Republicans even proposed it, you know who proposed cuts? Obama. You know where he mainly was getting a lot of his cuts? It's something like $6 trillion over the next 10 years. Social Security. Now, if they take Social Security is entitlement. That's something you paid into. People broke, they backs for 40 or 50 years. The pain is knowing that they're going to have this money, and he's going to cut that. If they take what you put in there, just like if I was depositing money, $10 a week for 40 years, and all of a sudden somebody said, I'm going to start taking money out of there, out of your account, I'd be upset. That's exactly what they're doing now. They're taking money that you're entitled to now. Medicare cuts, they saying, well, there's some people that's just going to have to be sick. You HMOs, you're going to have to crack down. People staying in the hospital too long. People are getting medication too easily. You're going to have to cut back on that. Not give them more inferior drugs and prescriptions. Get them out of the hospital. Get them in and out of the hospital. Refuse them. Medicare cuts. You cut the Social Security and Medicare now. So look, people don't have any jobs. People are going hungry. They're cutting Medicare. Forget about this health care bill. That was a joke. Because it doesn't have a public option. It's a joke. So don't even start with that. When people don't have jobs, people don't have money. Health care is being cut. Now they're cutting the Social Security. Are you still an Obama supporter? Are you still an administration supporter? I don't know what to say for you. Write me, call me. Brother Spencer. Praise the Lord.